Hey folks, thought I'd do a video on how to rescreen a window, or in this case a door, but the system applies the same way. Anywhere you're going to rescreen using spline as opposed to staples and that kind of mess. You only need 3 tools to do this. You need a utility knife, one of these roller things. I kind of like the big one. There's some brown ones that are kind of short. This one's got a longer handle. It's real comfortable, and a bigger diameter wheel. It works real well. And some type of putty knife. In my case, I'm going to be using the end of a hive tool or painter's tool, but any putty knife will work just fine. That's just fine. I've taken the liberty of pre-cutting the screen, and as well as the spline, which this is 0.175 inch spline. It goes in standard track. This will be the type of spline that goes in most of your windows today. Come in this type of channel. I installed this channel on these doors. These doors I made last week, and I'm just trying to get them finished up, get some screen installed on them. This is a much faster and better way to screen. So start by unrolling your screen. You want to roll it, you want it unrolled curved down. Just makes things easier. Once you get it positioned somewhat centered. When you cut your screen, you want to leave yourself a little bit of extra, not, at least a couple of inches. I mean, less you want to do is come up short, but I like to leave about 2 inches around everything. The edge, of course, this is 36-inch screen, so that access is determined by the roll itself. So, alright, we got our spline, which is falling on the floor. That was my leftover spline. This is the stuff I've actually cut. So you get your spline, just kind of lay it out. It's a good idea to have your spline end in the corner. I like it on the bottom corner, bottom right or left. And we'll work around. And it comes all the way back. So the biggest mistake people make is they'll start in the corner. And you don't want to do that. Instead, you will start at the middle of the window. In this case, I'll start at about here. And you can just put your fingernail in it if you want. So get you kind of a grounding point, which is just press that in. Put a little tension on your screen. And so I'm pulling that in. I'm doing it twice. And that sets the spline. It does it about halfway each time. Get over to here. I have to deal with our corner. I'm not going to be too worried about. I'm just going to push it in with my thumbnails. Start with. And I'll set the spline in. What I'm looking for is a flat, which I've got. I don't want a big hump right there. That'll be a problem. So as I'm putting in the screen in tight, I'm pulling this way, just lightly on the screen. The setting tool, when you set it, will bring it up to a nice and snug fit. Okay, now I've reached the equal point. And I can take my hand, and that's nice and smooth. I don't have any big ripples or anything like that. So I'm going to go back over here on the opposite side that I started, and we'll pull my screen a little bit. And my spline. Come here on the opposite side. This is what I'm doing with my hand. I'm kind of anchoring and pulling a little bit on the screen, and then I'm aligning my spline so I can come down and do that right there. Once again, just shoving it in with my fingernail. All right, we're all good on that now. It's not a bad idea to go around. It only takes a second, one time with your wheel. And make sure that spline's fully seated. So then your utility knife's next, and break up my cheaters. Put one spline so it goes in, and then cut the other spline. So there's our spline. So that's how much the spline grew. It was cut, well, approximately. It's going to grow a couple of inches, so you can cut it exact. You're still going to wind up with a little bit left over, but nothing. You're not going to be wasting any. So then you just take a utility knife on your corners. Just make sure those are seated nice. Each side. And last step, trim the excess. So when you trim the excess, you got to make sure you stay on the frame side, and you would come in about a 45-degree and just take that utility knife and run it right up against that frame, resting it kind of on that rubber spline. And your corners should have the center. Your corners, you'll always have a few stragglers, threads of screen. Best just go in there and and just delicately cut it with the utility knife. You'll find had trouble seeing that one. And there you have it. One door screen. Now if you're doing windows, the same rules apply. The only thing different on the window is you're going to have support underneath. Like you can't use it set up on sawhorses like this without some. You're going to have it set up on the table, and a large one at that. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe.